So the kids will have a strict regulation on if they can or cannot, or if they can or cannot get on Facebook at school. It'll only be able to see what we have. Okay, so, Zach, let's see. So, should they have a specific class intended just for like this Facebook? Like if there's like the tech kids that are involved in this, should they have just a specific class for this?
Well, I think so, yes. Because we can't just have the teachers doing it because the teachers has plenty of other things to do, and with the students' help, it would take a load off of their back.
That's true. Okay,
Our students are also taking.
I second that
17
motion.
hours.
Second that motion. Okay, so we have a second. Okay, so there should be a small
I
class.
veto that.
So,
Oh, there you go.
The students are also taking 17 hours, so I think there should be a teacher, like a facilitator, or someone to be able to manage this. But I also think that you could use this as an advantage to the school and also promote it as if it was a marketing tool, you know? Like, if
Okay,
someone
so-
wanted to go into advertising or marketing, they could
okay,
take
so
a class on it.
so let's see this. So does anyone have any nominations for kids that we think should be in charge of this?
Tristan Brooks.
Tristan Brooks. Anyone second that? Raise your hand.
Anyone second my motion?
Tristan. Wait. Okay. So Tristan Brooks.
Very intelligent kid.
Anyone else?
Cameron Spencer.
Cameron Spencer.
I second that motion.
Just second. So we have a second.
I think she's very
Anyone disagree?
I do.
What?
She's very immature, and based on her social media, I wouldn't trust her.
Okay. So we'll put her on the maybe list.
What about your son, Kevin?
Max Niemer. So what do y'all think about Max?
Yes.
Yes,
I
yes.
think Max is
Perfect
a perfect option.
Yes, I think he should be one of the heads at
I
that.
think we've come to a consensus.
So we have Max. So we need one more.
My son, Kevin, is great. He can type 150 words in less than a minute.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
The
impressive.
kid's never off his phone. I have pep rallies, I've seen him just on his phone. He's so into it. Trying
Wow.
to
Yeah, and my son Max. And my son, they don't get along. His son's way better than mine in everything. So Kevin,
I don't know about that. Mine breaks
Okay.
his collarbone from time to time.
and still he just take receiving, right? Let's see. So are there any ideas for rules and regulations? Any ideas for rules and regulations on what should? So like, let's say someone posts something inappropriate on the Facebook page. Do we just immediately take it off? And so if kids do it, are there going to be?
I think there should be the same, little bit more restricted consequences, say as if
Should
some.
we make an example out of it?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say first warning, detention.
No, I think
I
it
don't
depends
think
on
there's
the.
a lot.
I think Saturday
So-
school.
So D Hall and
But Saturday
I
school
advocate
isn't
for
made
slots during pep rallies. They can
to
say
learn lessons.
this is
Saturday
that.
school.
okay, we can make so first is D Hall and Saturday school, and then following that it'll just be days of ISS and a SWAT.
But what if the very first time they do something it is very inappropriate?
Well,
such as-
we can kind of base it on our.
Okay.
On our
Yeah, Spencer, you know.
Yes, that's
Okay.
why I would not.
Okay, let me write this down.
Jose, you are taking minutes, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Okay, so to conclude, we have social media on a rise, and we believe that it should, raise your hand if you agree that we should have all of this. But let's go over what did we vote on Facebook? Raise your hand if you said yes for Facebook. Okay, majority rules, Facebook. Instagram, yes or no? Raise your hand if you agree for Instagram. Okay, Instagram it is. And finally, Twitter.
I think you'd be good for just quick updates. If we were to use Twitter.
Okay, so yes or no? Raise your hand if you believe Twitter.
If I had to choose one of these options, I wouldn't have gone
Okay.
with Twitter.
We're going with whatever we vote. So Twitter, yes or no? Raise your hand. Anyone?
I think it'd be good just for
Like,
straight delay.
But wouldn't you think score updates would help with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Such
that would
as
be
college
good.
programs use that.
Yes, sir. So all three it is, then, correct?
Right. Right, you can count.
Alright, so as we go with that. Okay, so raise your hand if you believe that social media will be helpful in our school. Okay, so let's go over the minutes. So
We came into a decision that Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter will be used for such like notifications during class, so kids can get their packets and their parents will know about it. And students will also be in charge, such as Cameron Spencer and
Tristan Brooks,
Tristan
my
Brooks
son Max, and
Kevin.
Mr. Niemer's son Kevin Lavalais.
Yes,
Stay
and-
all lifetime.
The first the first defense would be D Hall and Saturday school, and and any after that would be Saturday school and a SWAT.
That's why.
Will
Okay.
we still use the Facebook for lunch and fundraisers? Because
Yes,
like
yes,
I
sir.
said, my child is really picky about their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, sorry I left it out.
Yes. Okay, so let's all write down that from 2 weeks from now, we will have our next meeting and go over how well this is.
What is the date? 2 weeks from now?
Today is November 30th, so 2 weeks from now would be December 14th. 14th. So we'll meet December 14th and see how well this is going. Thank you all for coming today, and this concludes my presentation. Thank you.